The most challenging part of YouTube is not getting views. The issue of not getting views always seems to be like a pressure on YouTubers, especially if you're putting in your best to post content, to create content, and it is not encouraging when you are not getting views. I know for a fact. But there is something I need to make you understand. If you are not getting views, just know that there is something you are not doing very correctly. There is something that you're not doing accurately that is hindering your success on YouTube, that is making you not to get views or to retain that views. You might think that you are not doing anything bad or you are getting everything correctly. That is just the whole algorithm doing its thing and all of that. But I'm here to tell you that there is something that you are not doing right that is making you not to get views. Your content might be actually okay, everything you're doing might be okay, and you still have the same audience, but there is something you are missing that is hindering that particular views from coming, that is hindering your channel from blowing up, or it's hindering people from watching your videos. Okay, and that is what I'm going to help you address in this video, and I'm going to help you solve that in this particular video. There is something called retention. Before I go further, I want you to understand something on YouTube. There is something called retention. When you go to your YouTube studio, you will see audience retention, especially if you want to track how people are watching your video or how your video is performing, probably towards the next day after posting a particular video. When you go to your YouTube studio, you will see the overall analytics or everything, the data, the metadata, everything you need to know about your video performance. You will see audience retention. And in this audience retention, you will see the exact place that people are watching your video and the places that they are skipping. These are the two things that you actually need to improve on your video views. And let me tell you how you're going to solve this and how it relates to you getting views. Let me say, for instance, if you are getting 100 views and you want to be averaging at least 1,000 views per video, that particular 100 views that you are getting can actually give you 1,000 views, or that particular 100 people can be that push that can actually give your video 1,000 views. Okay, and this is how you're going to do it. Let's say, for instance, when you post a video and 100 people watched your video and they did not actually watch it to the end, or they did not surpass the average people that viewed it, did not surpass a certain level, it is going to affect the overall performance of your video. So this is why you should be tackling this particular issue now. And I'm going to share with you how you're going to tackle it. Okay. So let's say you are getting 20 views per video. You post that particular video, that 20 views can actually give you something like 1K and more. It can skyrocket your views and it can actually make your video go viral. So, but this is what you're going to do. When you go back to your video, one of your videos, you go to the audience retention and check that particular audience retention. And when you are checking this, you should note where your audience are skipping a particular video or where they are not watching for a very long time, and the most places that they are watching. So when you study this, you're going to know or note the places that you are doing very well, or what made people to skip that particular point in your video. Let's say, for instance, you have a 5 minutes video, and in that 5 minutes video, the average people that watched it, they were skipping around 10 seconds. Okay, and when people are skipping around 10 seconds, it is not a good sign. It is not actually a good sign. So this is what you're going to tackle. You look at that particular spot and check what you did in that video that made people skip that particular part. If you were talking for a very long time at that particular spot, it should be that they were not interested in that particular thing that you were saying at that point, or they feel like you were saying too much. So what you're going to do is that in your next video, you are going to stop that particular thing that made them skip that particular part of your video. Okay, so and when you tackle this, you're going to see a very big change in your video. If you want to increase your audience retention on a normal, whenever you're making your video, please try as much as you can to always make your introduction very easy and easy to understand, snappy and very well detailed, so that people will not skip that particular part of your video. YouTube said that for you to know a video that is about to go viral or a video that is going to perform very well, about 60% or if 80% or let me say 60% watches that video above the 30 seconds mark. Okay, but I just believe that an average of 50 or 60, we are watching your video at around the 60 seconds mark, or they surpass the 60 seconds mark, that video is going to perform very well. But then if generally a lot of people watched your video, let's say you have a 6 minute video and they watch at least 4 minutes of that particular video, just know that that 5 people or that 10 people that watch that video for the very first time is going to help it go viral, because for YouTube, it is signaling to YouTube that this particular video is very much interesting and that people find interest in it. Okay, so you should actually put in mind, if you're making a video, if you want to make a video, if you want to go viral, another thing that can actually make you to go viral is the length of video that you made, especially if you're a beginner or if you are not known. Please do not make a longer video, because when people see that this video is 15 minutes long, 20 minutes long, they are not going to click on it. Okay, so and it is going to affect your video. And when you have a 20 minutes video and people watched for only 1 minute, it is going to make that video tank, and it is not going to go viral, and it is not going to be pushed to the faces of people. So whenever you're making video as a beginner or someone that has not actually grown a large audience, please note the duration that you're going to make that video. For instance, if you're making a 6 minute video, whenever you're shooting this video and you've actually written all the scripts, all the things, and you've made your preparation, everything you're going to say in that video, just note that when you are filming it, the first 1 minute, or let me say the first 2 minutes of that video, please make sure you have something, a hook that can actually grab people's attention and keep them watching for a very long time. The way and manner in which you start your video will determine if people are going to watch it for a very long time. Even if that video is very long, if you have a very strong hook or something that can grab their attention and make them convinced to watch that video for a very long time, you will see them watch that video and watch even to the end. But if you are not starting your video very well, if you are not starting your introduction very well, and if you are not saying something that can hook them at least to the 2 minutes mark, at least when they watch it 2 minutes, they will be carried away and they won't even know when they are going to watch that video for a very long time or watch everything about that particular video. So you should always put in mind your introduction or the first 2 minutes of your video whenever you are filming your content. So like I said earlier, if you are still a beginner, if you don't have an audience yet, you are just looking out for views, please do not make a long video except you have grown an audience that trusts you, that trusts every video that you're going to make, that you are not going to waste their time, that you have value to pass. Then you can go ahead and make a longer video. But if you're still starting, you're still trying to gain people's heart, please make a video that is very short. I don't say you should make a 3 minutes video, please. What I mean is that you should not make something like 15 minutes long video when you don't have the audience yet. Just make a video at least 7, 8 minutes, or at most 10 minutes, so that when people are seeing that on their home feed, even if they just want to try out and see what you have to say, they will know that, oh, they're not going to waste so much time. And when they click on that video and your introduction has a very powerful message, or you have something to hook them, then be rest assured that they are going to watch that video at least 4 minutes or 6 minutes. And if they watch that video like 4 minutes, the first 20 people, or let me say the first 10 people that watch that video, if they watch up to 4 minutes, be rest assured that YouTube is going to push that video to the faces of people. They are going to push it to more people to watch, because they assume that that particular video has value and people are very much interested in it. Let me tell you this, one of my video that went viral, that I received the most views, I think it has 19K views at this moment. The most comment that I was receiving from that particular video is that it was very short, like it was not too big, it was not too long. So they actually liked how I delivered everything in that particular video, and they were not in a haste to click out and move ahead, because they believe that this particular video is short, and they believe that I've actually summarized everything and I went straight to the point without wasting their time. Okay, so because of how short that particular video is, a lot of people watched it and watched everything about that video and watched to the end, and that made that particular video go viral. So you should actually put this in mind. And another thing that made that video go viral and made people to watch it is because of the introduction and how I started that video. Okay, so you should look out for ways on how you can start your video introduction, how you can hook people, how you can convince them to watch that video and watch it to a very long time. And please do not waste people's time, especially if you are a tutorial content creator. If you have something to share, please don't waste their time because you want them to watch for a very long time. Please just make sure, if you go ahead and start saying what you have on your thumbnail, they are still going to watch that video. Okay, they're not going to click out. Where people get discouraged and click out of a video is if you are saying the things that are not related to your thumbnail or your video title, and they are saying that this particular thing is not making sense or is not related to the reason why they click. They are going to click out, and once they click out at the wrong time, it is going to affect the overall performance of your video. So this is what you need to do for YouTube to push your video. If you follow everything I said in this video diligently and practice it, be rest assured that YouTube is going to push out your video, and this is what you need for your video to start performing very well. The problem that most YouTubers make, and the reason why their video has refused to go viral or get massive views, is because they are not paying attention to details. But once you follow everything I said in this video, be rest assured that your video will start performing very well. Okay, so I just hope you follow everything I have said here and see how your video is going to transform for the better. And thank you for watching, and I would like to see you in my next video. Please make sure you like this video for me, and if you're not subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe. Okay, as I have valuable information and things to share with you in this channel, how you can grow your social media, how you can grow on YouTube, and how you can actually level up your income. Okay, and thank you for watching, and I would like to see you in my next video. Please drop a comment in the comment section. Good luck. Bye.